are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and this one is underway here on EA Sports. Now ETN to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 41, here's 2nd down and 8. Now Lawrence. That's going to be caught by Josh Reynolds. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Running out of the gun with ETN. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They run for it with Bigsby. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
Throwing quickly, this is caught by Kirk. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Now Lawrence now going to move him around. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only they're controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Motion man left is Kirk. On first down, right back to Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Lawrence. Slant complete to Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second down and 6 now. They bring it down, a sack back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Patriots are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation. A run between the tackles with Breida, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And this one will be brought back to the 22. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. ETN up the middle. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, didn't go for a touchdown. But the runs that really make it work are the ones where you just get what you need, right? And he barely got the 1st down, but he got it.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll send Kirk in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's ETN. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
Second and 4. They could still get a 1st down without scoring. ETN once more. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Jaguars post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. They go play action now. May. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded in the end zone, but no move to bring it out. So it'll be a touchback, and that ball will be placed at the 30. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he is going to have a Jags first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Loose inside the 30. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That was one I kind of saw it coming, Charge. He had a free safety just hanging back there over the middle, waiting, and he saw that ball go in the air, and he jumped on it.
And I don't know why the quarterback didn't see that. That was just your standard cover 3, which means the free safety in the middle of the field, the 2 corners, and they divide the field in thirds. But when you have a free safety with range, like a good center fielder, he can go from side to side and make plays on the football as he did there.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else he'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On second down, here's May. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And the Jags will take over here just shy of the 30.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On second down, ETN once more. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll run with ETN. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. That is caught. Josh Reynolds. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Well, he's had the interception woes in this one, Charles, and that time a little bold to throw it into double coverage, but he beat the double coverage.
Yeah, but I admire that he still will challenge defenders downfield, even though the ball's been in jeopardy a few times in this game. A nice ball there against multiple defenders, and they advance it downfield.
Second and 10. Now Lawrence going to move him around a bit. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it. So they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides would be thrilled with that.
That's That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level. Hitting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now May on first down. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Play action. May. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
He will push his way down to about the 14. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the gun, it's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Patriots have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key.
They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
They'll try and set up the screen to ETN. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 32 on the play. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably
I don't know what the fuck that was, but I got you, though. I'll fix that real quick. Manipulating the defense.
People who aren't involved in the deception can make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't
It's all good.
too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
On 1st and 10, it's Bigsby. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30.
Oh, you've been doing it too much to be trying it out. Putting me in motion, confusing the defense. They running into each other.
So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what all those coaches have told us.
That man completely ran into the back of his own man. That's crazy. That's the only thing I hate about this bullshit.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead, ETN. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Let me put my run stoppers in there. Wait, yeah.
Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Oh, 25-yard line.
This 2nd and 4. Now Lawrence to throw.
Oh, shit, I was walking with him. I should have kept going with his ass.
Gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Jaguars first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Right back to it.
That shit good. You know, now let's go.
Christian Gonzalez up to make the play.
Your ass out there zone. Stopping it down.
And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
First. 19 pick, though.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
Nobody grabbed him. I was like, what the hell we got?
A handoff for ETN.
Come on, man.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 85 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
I'm gonna drain this clock when I get the ball, just like you did. That time of possession ridiculous. You killed me on time of possession. Yeah, this one too.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And they'll run with ETN. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. ETN. And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with ETN. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown.
Appreciate you using them times, though. Well, I'm finna run this clock out. Game over with now.
This opening weekend. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead.
Oh, no doubt. Finna see what I'm talking about.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14.
I usually be a man of my word.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Let's go, Bond.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Cover 3.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time.
Yeah, it's a good shot, Steven. Let's let them know we're about.
Regain the lead in a tight one. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Breida, they'll go up the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Looking to throw. May. That's out to the flat for Gibson. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Steps away to his left. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He
see you dropping everybody back now. That's cute. No, I'm talking about how everybody dropped back.
Season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Out of the shotgun.
Okay, I'm going for it.
Brought down short. 2 yards there.
I'm going for it.
And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
They're going on 4th down. May. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like
I'm not screaming no goddamn more.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
That one looks like he'll throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
His ass out of fucking bounds. Let me set up my people up. Let me put Gonzalez on his ass.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence changing the play. A give running
Got it. Good shit.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Try to take this home.
Got him. Good shot.
And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities
he's sticking with cover 3.
Relax
Gotcha.
a little bit as they start this big drive.
80 seconds remain. 2nd and 10.
You know how to beat that cover 3, though. Let's go.
Well, looks like they'll
Time to beat that cover 3.
Back to throw.
I was trying to beat that cover 3. I know it. I know you were going to go to cover 4. I want you to do it. I'm going to do it again.
He's able to get out of bounds and save their final timeout. So just to break down defensively, you've got to find a way to make that tackle in the field of play.
What's up? Let's go and get it. Let's get it. All right, let's get our play.
On second down, a run with Breida.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
To the 19-yard line. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10.
No, I don't feel like that safety being down now. I know that's sad. Look at that. They bust his ass right out the way. They bust his ass right out the way.
2 to go on second down.
Let's go. Get in that weak ass damn dollar defense. Let go.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Mm-hmm.
Back to throw.
Touchdown.
Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Now Lawrence now going to move him around.
Let's do this. You want to do all that shit? Let's go and go to base defense.
On their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's 1st down.
I want you to.
Lawrence.
I'll take that. Thank you, ball game. Now, that's what base defense do. All that motion shit ain't gonna work. I should have been doing that shit. Good shit, boy. Way to come back. All them mistakes Drake made. Hold on, let me put this shit on conservative.
Nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
Hell of a game. Oh, no, I ain't. Trust me, I'm not.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Room here to run. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
Don't worry, it's on conservative.
And now here comes their final timeout. As they take it with 8 ticks.
It's on conservative.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out?
I ain't going to get greedy. Oh, hell no.
Back to the coach. He's in big trouble.
Fuck that shit. I'm not going to get greedy. There you go. I ain't going to get greedy. Let's go. Thought you were going to get a cheap interception for a touchdown. That's how you going and beat somebody. You got to get used to your team, T. Got to get used to this team. You got so many weapons now. They better not dare play man.
Run up on big glow, you won't, I bet you be on the floor. Big car been here like Mayweather.